Let's also hear why we'll need alternatives. You have recently presented Optimus,
Oh, yes.
human robot, and you shared great expectations what that could do for the world.
Yeah.
Could you explain a little bit your motivation? I assume it's not only about the first visit to Mars that could be done by Optimus. It is more than that, a game changer in AI. Could you share a little bit your vision?
Yeah. I mean, with respect to AI and robotics, I always approach these things with some trepidation because I certainly do not want to play a hand in anything that could potentially be harmful to humanity. Now, humanoid robots, they're clearly happening. I mean, you look at like Boston Dynamics, their demonstrations are better every year. So there will be humanoid robots. I mean, the rate of advancement of AI is very rapid. Even if Tesla stopped doing AI, I think we're still on a track to develop artificial general intelligence, meaning intelligence smarter than the smartest human.
Concretely, Optimus is going to be used in Tesla factories. That's one of the use cases. But what is the broader use case beyond Tesla?
Yeah, I mean, Optimus is a general purpose sort of worker droid. So the initial roles for Optimus would be in work that is repetitive, boring, dangerous, that kind of thing. Basically work that people don't want to do unless they're paid to do it.
Why has Optimus 2 legs? Just because it looks like a human being, or is it more practical? I thought 4 legs are better.
4 legs good, 2 legs bad. It reminds me of oil. Humanity has designed the world to interact with a bipedal humanoid with 2 arms and 10 fingers. So if you want to have a robot fit in and be able to do things that humans can do, it must be of roughly the same size and shape and capability.
The prototype is going to be ready by the end of this year. When is it a product that can be mass marketed?
Mass produced, that's the hard part. I mean, I don't know. I think we'll have something pretty good at the prototype level this year. And it might be ready for at least a moderate volume production, towards the end of next year.
Do you think that Optimus is going to play a role in our daily life, helping us in the household and things like that?
I think it probably would. Yeah, I think so. It's like I said, general purpose humanoid. Yeah. So.
You said the potential is bigger than the potential of Tesla. If that's true, then
for cars, yeah.
Then it must be really a mass market product.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Well, I mean, say like what is an economy? Like what people get confused. Sometimes they think an economy is money. Money is a database for exchange of goods and services, and for time shifting the exchange of goods and services. Money is a database. Money doesn't have power in and of itself. Like you can run the thought experiment of if you're trapped on a remote island, shipwrecked on an island, and you've got $1 trillion in a Swiss bank account. It's worthless. You'd rather have a can of soup. So, all the Bitcoin in the world, and you're still going to starve. So, the actual economy is goods and services. So then, what limits the output of goods and services? That limiter is labor. Even capital is distilled labor. So the limiting factor for the economy is labor. And so if you address the limiting factor for the economy, then it's not clear that an economy in the traditional sense has any meaning anymore, because you have no constraint on goods and services. The only things that will be missing are things that have artificial scarcity. So that where we decide to make it scarce, like a particular piece of art or a particular home in this exact location or something like that, But there will be no shortage of goods and services.
But in a way, Optimus is also an answer to the problem of drop in birth rates. If we have not enough human people, we
Well,
need more bots.
For Optimus,
to get
I
the
think
work done.
Optimus will be helpful with respect to dropping birth rates. But I mean, like I said, you have to say, like, if these things continue, then what happens? Humanity dies out? Is that what we want?
Or step by step replaced by artificial intelligence, human beings.